What's up? What's up? Welcome back in to BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. This is a pop up call in show, BBN Unfiltered, YouTube Live. I'm going to pin the call in link at the top of the chat right now. There y'all. There y'all. What's up, y'all? This is the BBN Unfiltered YouTube Live pop up call in show, Sunday, June 28th. A late night pop up call in show. Reason I'm doing this, number one, after our show a couple days ago, I felt bad about all the callers that were trying to get in and that weren't able to get in. So it's been on my conscience the whole time that we've done this, and I know we had several callers that were trying to get in that night, and I kind of put you all off, so I apologize. So right now is your time. Right now is your time. If you tried to get in, you wanted to come in and make a point, um, now's your time. Call in. Call in. We can literally talk about anything. Any of the discussions that we had um, a couple of days ago, any of the conversations with Elijah Burns, with Aaron Harrison, with um, any of our shows the last couple weeks that you all haven't had a chance to chime in on. Now is your time. Now is your time. And one guy in particular, and y'all might know who he is, our guy Trav, who always has a lot to say. And I just shot him a text real quick and said, "Hey, I'm about to hop on YouTube Live." I'm actually, for anybody watching right now, I know there's not very many. I'm sitting in a hotel lobby, like hidden around the corner, um, in the lobby. I might get in trouble for doing this. Maybe I don't know. So if it gets shut down, it gets shut down. But as of right now, we're live. Let's go ahead and let Trav in. Oh my goodness, Trav has his camera on.
Come on, bro.
What what is going on?
Hang on. Do I need to
He
add the backwards hat to the show?
he has his camera on. What's guys?
I'm
Hey,
not wearing the
can
hat.
can you? Yeah, hey, no, yeah, keep it on. You can be coach for a segment.
All right. What's going on, buddy?
No, I'm just messing around. So I'm on vacation. I'm sitting here in the lobby of where am I? Sheraton Vistana Suites and whatever in Orlando. Um, and I've been sitting here, man, like all weekend thinking, gosh, I feel guilty about all the call-ins that were trying to get in a couple of nights ago that I didn't let in because I was waiting on Elijah and Aaron. So
Bro,
um,
you had shit already lined up. Ain't no big deal.
well, man, and like, I let off the show with, "Hey, this is the time for you all, the listeners, the callers, the loyal subscribers to get your chance to call in and make your points and ask your questions because we hadn't had a call in." So, I don't know, man. I just felt bad.
No, it's all good. I was like I said,
Yeah,
I was tuned in. I actually missed it a little bit. Um, and then I seen, of course, I can't see of who's
right.
calling, whatever. But I heard you say I'm having trouble. And I literally just clicked in the lobby, and then I seen you pick your phone up. I'm like, okay, well maybe he's gonna text me. And then you told Coach keep rambling, and I was like, oh, he's got a couple guests already. And
I had some scheduled guests. And I didn't want to announce them at first because I wanted it to be a surprise.
right,
I'm just letting let's see, Michael know that he's after you. All right, Trav. What you got, man? What you got? You are our number one caller, man. So you have the floor. You saw our last couple shows. There's been a few things going on, a few things happening within the last 10 to 12 days or so. So what you got, man?
so I actually haven't finished the other show. I've caught almost the end of Elijah. And then when I heard Aaron Harrison, I thought, oh, it's locked up. I'll watch it. I'll watch it a little bit later. Plus the World Cup. I've been watching the World Cup. I know I texted you a little bit about it, but
Yeah.
um, I'm. It's funny to me that I reached out to you after the Iowa State game. We talked, and we were pretty much mutual about everything.
That was
How
so. That was you know what's. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
you're good.
Before I forget, I listened to that show as I was driving down here today, and I had all kinds of time to listen. And that was your first call in. That was which was the day after your initial
Yep,
Facebook message to me. So go
right.
ahead. Sorry.
And it's crazy to me that look, we thought we had a good team. We thought we had a decent team without Milan, right?
I thought it was
And
more than decent.
okay. Um, but I know we've talked since the floor spacing that he adds is just and he's done it. He's not a freshman, so you don't question what he's going to do. He's done it for 2-3 years already, right? So you know what he's bringing to the team, to the game, and
Correct.
all of that.
Correct.
We get Milan, then we get was it Hampton, right?
Yeah, Ryan Hampton commit for
Next
2027,
year, right?
which was at the time, which still is, Mark Pope's biggest get
Right.
in his Kentucky tenure. Right. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
So my thing was before that happened, and I'll give credit where credit's due. I'll give criticism where criticism's due, and I'll give Mark Pope credit for that. And now we're seeing that you know Marcus Spears Jr. is now got an official, and that's great. I love it. You know what I mean? You're trending in the
yep,
right way.
yep,
But I said this a little on Chris's show. I called in his first 3 years, including
yep,
these freshmen this year, because one is a coach's son, one is a player's little brother.
yep.
He had five. He brought in 5 freshmen. 4 of them were Kentucky kids.
Yeah,
He brought in Noah and Perry his first year. Second year, in Malachi, Jasper, and Hawthorne. And
5 freshmen, 2 years, 4 Kentucky kids.
now
Yeah,
listen,
no,
I'm
that's something that I think kind of sailed by a lot of people.
I'm from the state of Kentucky, born produce talent like that. I don't like saying it, but it's a fact. Plenty of good players, but we're not putting out even like what Indy puts out just in the city of Indy alone, right?
Right.
So I thought, which a lot of us gave him very good criticism of his recruiting. Now, Hampton, like I said, fantastic, great.
Yeah.
But 1 for 34 is not a pretty good percentage from 3-point line, is it? I think I know the answer to that.
I would say it's a pretty bad percentage. Who? So, what's that number from?
Just the missed recruits, missed out on Caleb
Oh,
Wilson, missed out on Nate
okay,
Ahmed,
okay,
missed out
okay,
like all. I'm talking portal and freshman.
okay. Man, Trav, hold up. Can I can I stop you real quick? You're sounding a little bit like my guy Chris Adams. Just
No,
start,
no, 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 no,
just going down the negativity
no, not at
hole.
all. No, 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 not at all.
Okay, all right, continue.
Yeah.
Proceed, sir.
So it's looking up, and I am more than I literally. I think it was 2 shows. Like I'm excited, and I am. I'm so excited. I think the way that I looked at it, and I know we've talked a little, in my opinion, without the kid from Serbia who put up 19 today again, uh, we're 10 deep, not including Trent Noah.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. Listen, I we touched on this a little bit on our last show,
Okay.
and it was whenever I misinterpreted Coach explaining the situation when Trent Noah was interviewing Justin McBride, describing his game as comparing it to Carmelo, and I was like halfway listening because at the time I was texting Elijah trying to get him on.
Okay.
I said hold up, whoa, slow down. Did you just say that Trent Noah compared his game to Carmelo Anthony? I just about lost
Stop it.
my. So,
Stop
but
it.
no, that wasn't the case. But the reality is, Trent Noah will be lucky to get the minutes that he got last year on
Yep.
this roster. I think is head and shoulders above what last year was.
Yep.
even with the expectation of what we thought J Lo and JQ was going to be.
Right.
I really do. I really do. That being said, they have to prove it. They have to prove it. Me,
100%.
me, just like watching them play, and just like with the eye test and their physical measurements, I don't think it's even close.
Right.
But they do have to prove it.
And that's, I know Coach brought this up, and I know that we're all in agreement that he's got what he wants now. This fits his quote unquote system. Now, can
Yeah,
he do his job and coach them up, win games that you win the games that you shouldn't as well, or
yeah,
not lose the games that you should? I'm sorry, and that's where it's kind of up to him. To me, everybody keeps comparing McBride to Randall. I don't really see it. I see a little more Terrence Jones game in him. Of course, McBride's a better shooter, but more mobile as a four, kind of like TJ was. Randall was a bully. Like there was no he was head down, go to the left. He pulled a 15-foot jumper every now and then. But I think McBride's game is more expansive than that. Like that's why I
yeah,
kind of like the TJ comparison a little bit better.
yeah. Hey guys, real quick, if you can't fully hear us and we're cutting in and out, it might be my internet connection here at the hotel. And if that's the case, I apologize. I wasn't sure how good it was going to be. I knew it was a little bit spotty. Um, Trav, for what it's worth, I can hear you plain as day. Now your video feed is cutting in and out a little bit, but um, guys, if give us another update. I know we had. Let's
I
see.
just I hear like a little clicking, like a little.
Well, if it's a click, that's me on the chat talking to people.
Oh no, you're good.
um,
That's all I'm hearing because I hear you clear
okay,
as day too.
okay, all right. So, guys, if you're on the YouTube feed and the audio isn't great, I apologize. It's probably the internet connection of with the hotel that I'm in. It's I don't know. I'm like over here just outside of Disney World, so like it's not like you would think that they have like ultra fiber connection over here, right?
Careful now, don't tell your
Shoot.
net worth.
Hey, okay. What else you got, Trav? One more thing. One more thing. Then I got
Um,
Michael. I got Michael up next.
no, it's all good. I appreciate you having a little late night thing. I just found you on TikTok, by the way, which I only downloaded for Chris when I talk to him every now and then. But I think I said this. It was you. What do you think of I like the starting lineup. I think the starting five set for the most part, unless McBride takes Njai. You got Zoom, Wilkins, Milan, Njai, Malachi.
Yep.
How do you feel about a offensive lineup in switching out, put Wilkins at the one, Morton at the two, then go Milan at the three, McBride at the four, Malachi at the five? I think that's one of our best offensive and shooting lineups, 1 through 5, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I think it could be. It could be. I don't know how good Jerome Morton is.
Right,
Um, like some other you guys, I don't watch as much college ball outside of Kentucky, especially if it's West Coast ball.
right.
I know he played at GRC. I know he's a Kentucky guy. I know he has a reputation to be a shooter. Um, my reluctancy to buy in on Kentucky level shooters that grew up in high school in Kentucky
That's fair.
is fair because we've had so many guys that were like, oh man, he can fill it up. He tore up the Sweet 16. He tore it up in Kentucky high school, and uh, Travis Perry. What's his name from up there at Covcath that came in for a year or so from Iowa.
Frederick,
Oh my,
Frederick,
yeah, yeah. There's been so many guys
Trent
that came
Noah.
in. Trent Noah. I mean, there's a never-ending list of guys that were quote unquote knocked down, feel it, just dead eye 3-point shooters from Kentucky
Right,
that have played for Kentucky that have never really lived up to it. So could he? I hope so. Can he? I
right.
don't know. I don't
Sure.
know. I mean, he played for a team that, again, like you play out in the West Coast, you're not really in the spotlight. Can
Right.
can you shine under the lights of Rupp Arena? You know,
That's the difference.
remains to be seen. So I can't really fully answer that question until I get a good glimpse of what he can do. Not against, I don't know,
Oregon
Transylvania
State.
or Sisters of the Blind University, A&M.
A&T.
Right, right, right. That's what I'm saying. So like, okay, what can he do against Ole Miss, or what can he
Sure.
do like if he gets 2 or 3 or 4 open shots against Kansas? Are they forced shots? Are they open shots and he panics? Are they open shots and he just completely bricks them?
Right.
I think that will tell me a lot. I think you
He's
learned a
already
lot.
2-year, right?
I'm not sure.
I think he's a junior.
I'm not sure. See, I don't know. I don't know. You would think that I would do some more research on these guys, but some of them I do. Some of them I'm like, okay, whatever. We got them. Cool. Let's go. Um, but with that being said, I think you learn a lot from shooters in particular about how they perform in the big moments when they get open shots.
Sure.
Right. So,
And that the only reason, and not to keep going, but the only reason that I only bring up that he's played at least ball because kind of like the same thing I said with Milan is you know what you're getting with him. Your freshman can be a 5-star. You could be Scalabisi or the #1 and just be he wasn't ready, he wasn't physical enough. Like it was everything on the list. Excuse me, was
you mean
no.
Sky LeBeau?
Whoever Momdonovich called him. I can't remember. But yes, and that's why I'm a little more critical on the freshman just because you don't know what you're getting. I think you get a better read. You have your prep schools, you got Geico Nationals, Chipotle Nationals, whatever it is. So like these guys are playing against good competition, but it's still not the same as college ball at the high. That's the only reason why I was asking.
I agree. It's once you get into that the grittiness of major Division 1 college basketball. You're in the national spotlight. You're playing for the brand like Kentucky. Well, then we're truly going to see what you're made of, right?
Hands start to shake, or do they?
We're going to see if you're about it or not. And I'll say this. And I don't mean to sound like our guy Chris Adams, but Cal said this the best way, I think. Kentucky's not for everybody.
True.
It's just not. Kentucky is not for everybody, and that's okay. But if you do decide that Kentucky is for you, well, you're going to be in the spotlight. You are going to be criticized to the nth degree at the maximum level as soon as you step foot on campus. And if you can't take it, if it's too hot in the kitchen for you, brother, then you're going to have to get out.
Yep, I agree.
You're going to have to get out. And I think that last year Jalen Lowe was one of the prime examples. Now, he had an out with his injury, but
sure.
I think he would have been out either way, with or without the injury, in my opinion. So, with that being said, Trav, I'm going to move on real quick. Michael's been waiting in the lobby with us, but if we have more time and I keep on going, and y'all let me know again. Again, if my audio is bad, I apologize. It's the hotel. Blame Florida, not me. But, all right, Trav, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna bring in Michael. We'll see you, brother.
All good, bro. Have a good vacation.
Yes,
see
sir. Thanks. All right.
What's going on?
Hey, Michael. What's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. This
All
is
right.
your first call into BBN Unfiltered. Welcome in.
That's right.
I
wanted to cover some football in here too while we're in here, if that's all right.
What you got? Go ahead.
Well, first I wanted to start with the Nicola recruitment. I know we were talking a little bit on the TikTok live earlier till before it went down.
I got booted off because I was driving.
Yep. So what have we heard from that?
With Nicola,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, to my knowledge, Kentucky has moved ahead in the race over UCLA right now with the most recent offer or counter offer that Kentucky has given. Again, based on the information that I've been given, and Elijah texted me earlier today, and I think it was originally from I think he said Trilly Donovan on Twitter, which I think he has a pretty good track record
Yeah.
as well. So I think it was like a 2 year, $14 million contract designed for Nicola, and I mean, it sounds to me like that's probably the most that we've offered. It sounds similar to what we offered Milan, right? I mean, close to seven
Right.
mil, for 1 year, and um, so it sounds we've made him a priority without
I
a doubt.
mean, 14 million, it really doesn't even like, I mean, that's a lot of money. You got to sign him though.
listen,
You
listen,
got to sign him. It's
$14 million.
he's a year 2 player.
Are you are you kidding me, guys? It, it's going to get to a point to where we see so much of this. We see so much of this, and we see such high numbers to where it just become we get you know used to it. But that's insane. 14 mil, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's stupid for college sports. I feel like, I mean, most colleges are going to run dry on money, I feel like.
Think about it. Think about it. To a 17-year-old, to a 17-year-old
Just turned 17 too.
yeah, we're talking like the dude. It probably just has peach fuzz on his chin, right? I mean, we're talking like that level, and he's been offered that kind of money. I mean,
Right.
insanity. He can't even fathom that amount of money right now, at where his development is in his brain. But anyway, all right. You said football. What you got?
So what's what's kind of your prediction on how we're going to do? I know it's hard to say cuz we haven't seen him play a snap yet.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think the standard is for year 1. Where do you think we stand?
Okay. Great question. Awesome question. I think a lot of Kentucky folk have been having this discussion, whether it's on their shows or on the radio, whatever. Year one, I think A, and listen, let's remember, you guys, it's Kentucky football, not Kentucky basketball. It's Kentucky football, not Alabama football, right? So Coach Stein has set a precedent already within his tenure of just his recruiting. His recruiting alone is second to none in the SEC when it comes to a year one coach, right? And he's on track to do some pretty incredible stuff. Now, what my prediction is for year one, wins and losses. Honestly, I mean, with our schedule, guys, our schedule is damn near. I mean, it's a gauntlet. It's an absolute
Oh
gauntlet.
yeah.
It has to be one of the top 5 or 10 hardest schedules in the country. I mean,
I
I
think we're
can't
at like
imagine.
3 or 4.
We have to be. We have to be. I can't imagine there's very many ahead of us. So I think that we would be doing well above average to hit 6-6. I mean, if we're 6-6. Like, I think, guys, I think we have to be super proud of that. And I know it doesn't sound good, but again, look at who we're playing. Look at who our home and away games are. They're Kevin. Um, at 5-7, I wouldn't be disappointed with. Now, I think I would have to look at who we beat. Can we steal a couple games on the road, and do we take care of our home games? Now, if we lose some home games that we shouldn't lose, like, okay, if we're talking SEC play, who's
I
who's the two
got
teams? Who's the two teams that I think that we need to take care of, bar none? South Carolina
Oh yeah.
and a rebuilding Vanderbilt. Right?
And even
Do
in my opinion, you could even put Missouri and
I was gonna say,
possibly Florida.
do we play Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay, Missouri's another one. Missouri's another one. Is that at home or is that at Missouri?
I want to say it's an away game. I could be
Okay,
wrong, but I want to say
okay,
it's an away game.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you okay? So you got South Carolina, Missouri, Vandy, Florida.
Those are all four
Idealistically,
winnable games.
winnable games. Idealistically, given the rest of our schedule, I think we need to go 3-1 for us to go. Like, if we want to have a shot at a winning record at all, out of those four, that has to be 3-1. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And possibly this sounds crazy, and everybody's been talking about it. Week 2, I'm there's a possibility.
Okay. It
New
seems to be a
quarterback.
popular. It seems to be a popular pick. I'll never call that until it happens.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean it
never
is
call that.
Alabama.
Now listen, guys. If it happens, okay, catch me downtown Lexington or on campus, acting a fool. Me and Coach having a post game show, going crazy. Okay, I'll be the first to admit. I mean, we will celebrate like no other. Am I going to predict a Kentucky win against Alabama?
It's hard.
No, guys. No, I'm not going to predict that. Now, if we come out this year and somehow just shock the world and go 8-4, then next year, okay, then I will start making predictions like that, knowing what we have coming in and what our roster looks like as they get older and move up one more year in their growth on the team. So I think realistically 5-7, 6-6 is what we're looking at this year.
I'd agree. I mean,
There's a world where we go 4-8 and we're still not that bad. There really
right.
is.
No, I agree.
Kevin, I know you're watching. Don't start saying it, man. Listen, I know the game. Do we play Tennessee at Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Don't even. Don't even. Because that I think that's also a winnable game in Knoxville.
Yeah, they have that. I don't even know if they have their QB situation figured out yet.
Kevin, if you know who's QB1 for the
I
Vols.
think it's that Bison kid. If it is, if I'm correct, it's that I think he's a freshman.
Okay, a true freshman.
He's a big body though.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um, this is my thing. Like obviously, like you said, there's a world we go 4-8. There's a world we could go 5-7, possibly 6-6. There's an obviously Will Stone's got a lot of learning to do. He's never been a head coach.
Yep.
We have a lot of good pieces. I mean, you got Lance Hurd, Tegra Shabola, Kenny Minchie's. I think he's going to be pretty good if we stay healthy in the backfield with our running backs. We have a good wide receiver room. We have the pieces to be good. I think.
You're saying immediately, like this year.
Oh, I think we have the pieces to be good. Yes. Now,
What's your prediction, Michael?
I think we go 6-6.
Okay.
I think we could be better if somehow we shock the world. I mean, Jay Bateman. I went to the spring game. This team ain't playing around.
I did as well. Did you, man? Speaking of the spring game, and yeah, I think there was a lot of good stuff. Positive vibes around the program. Change in culture. Did you happen to catch the play where Kenny? They were like around the 12 to 15.
The end zone, yes, and then Will Stein's on the microphone screaming, "Oh shit!"
Well,
yep.
Well, Kenny Minchie's scrambling. He throws a pass across the field. The receiver is coming across the field, wide the hell open. I'm sitting in the end zone. I'm right there behind the uprights, and we're all like, TD, touchdown, right? The receiver is like, he didn't even see the ball. The ball just drops like 5 feet behind him. And we're all like, what the hell just happened? And
Yeah,
again,
I remember that.
we're all like, oh, well, guys, remember, this is still Kentucky football. And it
Yeah,
was probably a fluke, but still.
yeah. I mean, I seen a couple videos from him, Kenny Minchie, at the Manning Academy this weekend, and
Yeah.
he looked pretty good,
Yeah,
even
no,
there.
I was telling, so I went to the spring game with my dad. We left, talked the whole way home. I said, you know, he's accurate. Right? Every pass he threw was on the money, like in the numbers. There wasn't very many passes that the guys had to like reach for or dive or that were just way over their heads. When he threw a pass, it hit him in the numbers.
Yeah, and I mean, even Stein came up on the microphone and was saying, we're not going to show y'all half of our plays.
Right. Yeah. It's the spring game as a showcase. It's more of like a hype and getting the fans ready and introducing the new staff and the new guys coming in on the roster. Obviously, yeah, we're not going to see what their true, you know, scheme is going to look like, but yeah, no, I mean, listen, I love college football. I'm ready for Kentucky to get back into the mix to compete in the SEC. It's going to be super difficult, but I think that we have a coach that's bringing in the pieces to make it happen. Whether it's this year, I don't know. Probably not immediately, but I do think eventually it is going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Only
Yeah,
reason I say we could be a pretty successful 6-6 team is just the standards that the coaches have.
yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
Jay Bateman, that dude's an animal. I mean, I know you were at the spring game. There was
Right.
pressure almost every play.
Yeah. No, yeah, there was.
Um,
There was. Kenny he had to get, he had to scramble more than I think
yeah,
he wanted to. And there was a couple times they could have lit him up. Like really lit
right.
him up.
I think really like my only, I guess our weak spot is Joe Sloan, but he was under a Brian Kelly offense, which Brian Kelly, I don't know. I'm not sold on Joe Sloan. I love his recruiting. I don't know. I want to see him
Yeah.
prove himself because it's going to be a Will Stein offense,
Yeah.
just Joe Sloan calling plays.
Yeah.
So,
It looked to me like they wanted to go tempo. Once they
yeah.
once they
Oh, yeah.
it was a honestly it was a Tennessee style offense. A quick misdirection run, gain 3 or 4 yards, get back to the line, threw a quick slant, quick and short completions. They weren't throwing any long balls. They weren't throwing any um, deep routes or deep posts or anything. At least they didn't show it in the spring game. Which again, they're not showing their entire arsenal, but they want to play fast. I think it was evident that they want to play fast and they wanted to display that level of tempo, um, which is the polar opposite of what Stoops played like. Right? I mean, God, there was games where like, dude, can we can we run more than 2 or 3 plays in 20 minutes? Like it felt like our offensive
Right.
possession was just drug out for so long and we got nowhere half the time. So yeah, I mean, I think if we somehow
I
go 7-5, there's a parade downtown Lexington. Like,
And another thing, you just got to worry about us staying healthy. I mean, most of our star players, I would say, other than like a couple of our O line players, so you're like Nick Anderson, C.J. Baxter, Javante Adams. Those players have to stay healthy, in my opinion.
yeah, let's let 6-6 go. Uh, yeah, I mean, honestly, Kevin, I
I
think
don't
it's year
know.
one. I think year one's the only time he can get away with 6-6. I
Yeah,
do.
and especially
I do.
J Bat's gonna have a standard too. He really is.
He should. He should. He should. We guys, we're considered a top tier SEC program for basketball and football. Now, football's not to the level that basketball is, but I think that we need to hold football to a higher standard. That let's give credit to Coach Stoops. I think that he built that standard and raised it within the last 13 years. He did. He did. So we wouldn't be where we are as a football program without Coach Stoops. I'm a firm believer in that.
Oh, I agree. We were terrible before Stoops.
Oh my God, pathetic,
And
pathetic.
even
So
Stoops when he first started, it was terrible.
it was, it was. It took him a couple of years, and rightly so. For football, it's going to be, it's more of a rebuild, and it's so much harder to become elite immediately. Now with the transfer portal, you can build a roster a lot more, quicker with more. Um, with older guys that have experience that can come in immediately and play. But no, I agree. I agree. I think good stuff to come. So I'm looking for 6-6. Would love to go 7-5. I'd be
I think
shocked if we.
7-6 after a bowl game's perfect.
Yeah, yeah, we go 6-6 and win a bowl game to jumpstart the next season. Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Good point, Michael. Um, yeah, man, good stuff. So, hey, listen, if you got more football stuff, whenever we do call-in shows, bring it in because me and Coach have a hard time sometimes dipping into dipping into football, and we're going to the closer we get to football season. So, um, Michael, I appreciate it. First
I
time
got one
calling in
last
BBN
thing.
Unfiltered. Go ahead, real quick.
Got a hot take.
Okay.
Jake Nallroth at the Nike camp this weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
That Louisville commit Jahad Brown got the player of the week. I think there's a possibility we could flip that commitment.
Let's do it. Let's flip it. Hey, speaking of Jake Nutrot, he's my most recent follower on Twitter. You guys, for for what it's worth, I'm driving down to Florida today. I get my notification pop up on my phone, and it says new follower, Jake Nutrot. I'm like, isn't that isn't that the QB that we just signed? Isn't that the number two QB in the country? I'm like, dude, okay. He knows what's up with BB and Unfiltered. So yeah, no, absolutely. I think these new commits in the football program, they have there's a certain. I'm gonna age myself by saying this, but there's a certain swag that they carry whenever
Yeah.
they're talking to themselves and whenever they're um, talking amongst each other. They just it's a different feel, right? It just there's a different feel with these guys. So yeah, I think it's some really good stuff with those guys for sure. For
All
sure.
right. I appreciate you.
All right, Michael. We'll let you go, brother. Thanks for calling in.
All right. See you.
We'll see you. All right. All right. So, two good call-ins to start off the show, which took up most of the most of the show. That's probably the most football talk that we've had on BB and Unfiltered since we've started. So, Michael, we appreciate it. More football talk to come. We just need a little bit of help diving into it, knowing the personnel a little bit better. And listen, that's with football. There's a lot more guys to get to know. There's a lot more. I see. I didn't play football. I played middle school football, but I don't know like the ins and outs of football and the schemes and offensive styles. And I mean, I know what I watch. I know what I see. I know what when I see a good quarterback, who's an accurate quarterback. Who I know when I watch an offense who runs a tempo offense, but I don't know like the true scheme. Like I know basketball. So for you guys that listen and you hear me break down basketball like I do, I don't know football to that level. So if there's anyone who knows football to that level and then has some um, knowledge on Kentucky football and the roster and these guys to a pretty high extent, hey, DM me, reach out to me. I need a guy that can feed me some information and help me out in that regard. So I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. So um, let's move on. Move on. Do we have any other callers that want to go ahead and call in? We are inching towards midnight, 11:30 this Sunday night. I know it's late. I didn't announce this, and y'all know how I do. We'll randomly just we'll pop on here every now and then when I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood and I want to go ahead and hop in and have a show. I'll do it. And sometimes I won't tell Coach, or sometimes it's too late and he can't hop on anyway. So uh, for anyone that's on here, guys, make sure you follow us. BBN Unfiltered on YouTube. Make sure you follow and subscribe, but also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter as well. We are growing at a pretty rapid rate. We're making relationships almost every day in this arena. So jump on the train now before it's too late. And I also want to touch on the mega podcast that we are still in the works of bringing everything together, getting all the shows that want to be included confirmed, and nailing down the details of what the layout is going to look like. And my initial thought is we're going to have between 15 and 20 shows, and I want it to be like a series, like a weekly series. It's going to be like a Monday through Thursday thing, like featuring 4 or 5 shows a night. So we got Monday, 4 or 5 shows, Tuesday, 4 or 5, etc. Right? So I can't have everyone on at once, but we will feature every show that wants to be included um, in their own show within one night, comboed with 2 or 3 or 4 others maximum. And we'll have a specific layout. I don't know what's going to be in particular, but um, the idea is to highlight other Kentucky sports podcasts and let the Kentucky podcaster world know that BBN Unfiltered wants to support everybody, because we're not in the belief that, yes, you might be a competitor or it is a competition and we want to be better than you. Absolutely. But at the same time, we also want to support you. We want it to be known that we don't look down on any show. We don't look down on any podcaster who makes the attempt to cover and analyze and create content just like we do. We want to be able to show support. So and what better time to do it than midsummer when nothing else is going on? So mega podcast show. My goal is to have it the week after the TBT starts, which is July 20th through 24th. My thought process is 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Those 4 consecutive days to highlight Kentucky sports podcasts who do want to commit to be part of that show. So it will be hosted by us, BB and Unfiltered, me and Coach. So stay tuned. Details to come on that. So, all right, guys. Any other questions? Any other call-ins? I'm gonna stay on here for about 5 more minutes. If we have anything else, hop on. Any questions? Any topics? Let's go ahead and hit it. Honestly, I didn't expect to have this much come in immediately as soon as I hopped on here. So I don't know what Sunday night normally looks like for YouTube Live. And I'll be honest with you guys. Normally, I'm passed out asleep by this time, but I was a little bit wound up. We got in here to Florida. We're here at Orlando. I'm sitting here at the lobby at my hotel, uh, hosting a show because everybody else is asleep. Didn't know what else to do, so might as well hop on here and talk to the fans. And again, I told Trav, I felt bad about the other night when we didn't have, didn't let all the call-ins come on the other night when it was supposed to be a scheduled call-in show. So, um, absolutely. And we appreciate you guys, all the comments coming in. Kevin, Tim, Ronnie. Let's see, Ronnie Snyder on here. I see you, Stephen in Montana. Stephen, if you're on, man, you didn't want to call in. I know you tried to hop on a couple nights ago. I saw the Stay Hot podcast hopped in here for a couple minutes. PTK over here. I hopped on his show a few days ago. A few days ago, after not long after our show, one of my listeners messaged me and said, "Dude, you need to hop on Stay Hot podcast because someone's over there talking stuff about you and BBN Unfiltered." And I said, "Okay, send me the link. Send it now." So I did. And it wasn't Patrick. It wasn't PTK, the host of the show. It was one of his listeners, um, who, I don't know, felt the need to talk some stuff to me. Um, for what it's worth, he didn't say a word while I was actually on the show for, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. As soon as I got off, he started typing again. So I think it was like peanut butter posse or something, peanut something, peanut. If you're around, if you're in and around the shows, if you want to come on my show, brother, please hop on. You guys know that I welcome anyone who brings criticism to me, to my show. If you want to be about it, be about it. But you guys know, if you're going to talk it behind your keyboard, then I am always going to invite you on and bring that same energy to my show. Bring the same energy while you're live on on the show, whether you're video or not, whether it can be audio only, that's fine. But if you want to bring that energy in the chat, bring it into the show. That's my challenge. So if you don't want to, that's fine. But just be a man and say you're scared, right? So it's fine. I mean, we get scared at times. Everyone gets scared. And there's no shame in that. But if you're going to be, then don't talk that smack in the chat. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. So we appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I see where my battery is getting a little bit low. I don't even think there's even a plug near the desk that I'm sitting at. So we appreciate y'all. This was a late night, Sunday night uh, pop up call in show, BBN Unfiltered. Trav called in, my guy Michael with some Kentucky football stuff. Really good conversation points. I appreciate you all. We will stay tuned. We are going to try to have another show this week. If you haven't watched our shows from last week with Elijah and Aaron, make sure you watch it. If you didn't watch our show before that, when it was just me and Coach, it was actually one of our best shows. I think it was June 17th. If you haven't watched the show on June 17th, make sure you watch it. I think it's one of our best shows that we've done. So appreciate y'all. Make sure before you hop off here, follow, subscribe, BBN Unfiltered, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and appreciate y'all. Go Cats. Have a good one.